What's going on, y'all? Otis Statum Jr. here. Today I'm be going over my journey, a little bit of my playing experience to what I'm doing now. Shout out to Nick for having me, and let's get to it. What's happening?
Yes, sir. What else you been on, bro?
Shoot, you already know, taking care of the little one. You feel me? Trying to tap into the MLB, trying to get into like front office type. Still trying to make it in that regard. So I'm looking at doing like diversity and inclusion, really just trying to help grow the game of baseball in like underserved communities.
Trying to get into it any way you can, really.
Any way I
Make an
can, but
impact
exactly. But yeah, that's the vision, bro. Trying to grow the game.
What have you been looking into specifically?
Like I was saying, like diversity and inclusion, like kind of like partnership development. But like you say, any way I could get in just to make an impact, like really social impact or like community engagement.
Talk to Kalen at all?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, got to, bro.
Yeah,
that man doing it too, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Me and Kay share the same vision, honestly, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I'm already knowing.
Yeah, growing up playing Oakland Bay Roof together, playing football together, it's like, you know, we all cut from that cloth, bro.
Yeah,
so
I have a funny memory. I remember going to an A's game with you and Kalen and talking about this same exact conversation.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy. I don't remember what year.
Sure,
I think it may have been during college. Because we wouldn't have been here.
It was
high school.
Yeah,
it was.
For sure high
but
school.
we was all talking about this exact thing.
Yeah, we all got that same vision.
And look at where the game has gone. Not that it's gone downhill, but it's got a long way to go. I'll say that.
It does. But I mean, we doing the right stuff. I mean, it starts with us
taking the right steps.
Yeah.
You got to get in, bro. This man got to get a job in MLB.
For sure.
Baseball somewhere, pro ball, college ball, wherever. He has the resume. He's ready, baby.
Hey, experience, all of that.
Let's get it. All right, let's get into it a little bit. Let the people know who we're with today.
So y'all, I mean, I'm Otis Statum Jr. Some of y'all might know me, some of y'all may not. I'm with my homie Nick. You feel me? We've been rocking since high school days, and I'm sure we crossed paths before that, but probably didn't know. But yeah.
Talk a little bit about where you're from. What was life like for you growing up? Was it a bunch of sports? Was it a bunch of music? What were you doing?
My life always been sports, like heavily involved in sports. So I grew up right down the street from O'Dowd. So I used to actually go up there and watch my sister play. And honestly, like sneak onto the field and just play around all the time. But I mean, I grew up playing sports in Oakland, whether it was at like the YMCA, Oakland Bay Roof, East Bay Warriors,
everything,
everything, football,
all
basketball,
those things were nice too.
3M track club. That was my first sport, track and field, and then I got into basketball, playing for the Junior Warriors. So yeah, life has always been sports. I mean, my dad.
When did you start playing baseball, or how'd you get into it?
So my dad always wanted me to play baseball because I was just, you know, we'll go to the park and just hit. But I didn't actually play on a team until I was probably like 12 or 13. My first team was with actually No-Soul.
Okay.
With the White Sox. So I played 1 year in No-Soul, and then I went to Oakland Bay Roof. And I played for the
where the real players play.
Hey, exactly. Allen Temple Angels.
Hey,
so you feel me? I was playing with them. But all my cousins, you know, they grew up playing Oakland Bay Roof. So, but baseball wasn't my thing until like I was like 12 or 13. Started getting bigger, and then it was just natural. It just came natural.
Yeah.
But yeah, track was my first. Football. Also played for the Richmond Steelers. Shout out to them.
Been all over it.
All over the Bay, man. All over.
Who were some of your biggest inspirations growing up?
Some of my biggest inspirations, I would say for hoop, definitely Bron. He was definitely my favorite player to watch, especially that first stint on the Cavs, because you know he was
chosen one.
Chosen one. Came into the league, teenager, just was dominating. I would say for baseball, Derek Jeter. I looked up to Derek Jeter a lot. Just like the way he played, his style. Always was consistent. So you feel me?
Shout out.
But yeah, those two right there, and then what other sports? Obviously Tiger Woods for the golf.
Yeah.
You feel me? Mike Tyson. like every sport I had like a person.
How about just in life?
Oh, just in life.
People that you looked up to, shoot, around the Bay, just people that you interacted with on a day-to-day basis. It could be family, could be friends, could just be a coach that meant a lot to you growing up.
Okay, just in life, I gotta go with my pops. Just because, yeah, shout out Big O, man. Just because he sacrificed a lot of time and you know, just always made an example and taught a lot of life lessons that I'm definitely grateful for. But besides him, I gotta go with a couple of my history teachers. Mr. Green at O'Dowd.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Mr. Green. And then also I had a teacher called, his name was Mr. Mingo.
Yeah.
When I went to school in Richmond at Make a Waves Academy.
Okay.
I went in there and was like failing like every class because it was such like a transitional jump for me.
Yeah.
Because the school I was at before wasn't really like academically challenging. So he kind of just like pulled me to the side and was like, hey, he was the first person to like kind of teach me like Black excellence. Like, all right, you got to really excel. And like really be detailed about what you're doing. So I really appreciate that as well growing up.
Let's talk a little bit about your time at O'Dowd and the recruiting process for baseball and just how it all went for you, and maybe tell the people a little bit about what you wish you had known if you could go back, or if you could redo the recruiting process / going into the MLB draft. This guy got drafted too as well. But if you could go back, just talk a little bit about that process right now, actually.
For sure. So, as you know, I started off like pretty late.
Yeah.
Considering like a lot of kids play T-ball and stuff. So the whole process for me was new, and it was new for my dad because, you know, he never really played organized sports. So we kind of just were like going with the flow of things, but the recruiting process was really slow. You know, I made varsity sophomore year. Didn't really like play like that until like my senior year. So a lot of my like notoriety and like just people knowing about me came from like summer ball, like playing for the Rakers, playing for Trotsky, what other teams playing for. I played a little bit of head first, like maybe like 1 or 2 weekends, but just doing like little prospect camps over the summer.
A little circuit in the Bay.
Yeah, just a little circuit, kind of start getting my name out there. But I didn't really get heavily recruited until I started playing with Trotsky. And I had played with the Brewers for the underclassmen area code games. And then the next year played with the A's. So I honestly had like a lot of scouts more than like college recruiters.
Pro ball scouts,
more pro ball scouts than college recruiters. But one thing I wish I would have known was just like what the process was, because the whole process. It
was all brand new. It was all like what? I have no idea.
Exactly. It was all brand new. You know, people were coming to my house like, hey, I'm this person. I'm like, okay, cool. But I didn't, but I didn't know like, all right, what was their objective? What were they trying to get out of it? Like, you know what I mean? It was just happening like in the moment. But it was definitely a blessed experience. Actually had an agent, but Sosnick Agency, he was my advisor. But once I kind of signed to UNR, that relationship kind of went the other way. But yeah, man, it's a ride. It's a ride. It's a journey. But I'm appreciative for it for sure.
It's all meant to be part of it.
Exactly.
It's all learning experiences. All learning experience.
So now I have the experience to teach whoever may be going through the same thing, because you know, representation matters. So like, there wasn't anybody like me that could represent me. So it was like, all right, who do I really go with that can understand me? You know what I mean? So,
especially back then, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, who was really
it wasn't really anybody
guiding us, like all of us. It was like
exactly, we were just
going crazy, like trying to ball, bro.
Trying to make something happen. Trying to make something happen.
So talk about your experiences in college. I know you had played for a couple different schools, but talk about some of your favorite memories from UNR and Sonoma, or if you have any specific ones. What was it like up there?
Okay, UNR was cool, man. I met a lot of cool people out there. For me, it was just a little different, being from the Bay Area. It was a little culture shock. But I had some really good teammates, and we had a lot of good experiences. We actually won the Mountain West in 2018. Yeah, 2018. So that whole experience was dope. I actually got injured that year, so I kind of missed out. But you know what I mean? I still was practicing every day, helping the guys get better. So yeah, that was a dope experience. And then like I met a couple of my like closest homies to this day that's from LA. They still balling. So shout out to Jalen, shout out to Julian Boyd.
You know Julian Boyd?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's the homie, bro. That's the homie.
LA, we've been going crazy.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's still playing pro. He played pro ball now.
Yeah.
Indie ball.
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
He went to
UNR?
Right. Yeah, he was my roommate. That's
shout
the
out
homie,
Julian
man.
Boyd. I didn't know that. That's funny.
Well, yeah, the whole UNR experience was cool. It sucked because I didn't get to finish like my senior year, obviously with COVID. So we played like maybe 6 games, or I played like 6 games my senior year. Then the season got canceled, and then coach sat me down, was like, "Hey, we're not bringing you back," and I was like, "Okay, that's cool," because I had already been.
No, I know.
Had
you graduated yet?
I was graduating that year, so
okay.
the contract or agreement that we had was like, all right, 4 years athletic scholarship.
Academically, okay.
So yeah, after that, I just started working, and then someone told me like, hey, you need to finish your career.
That was also COVID time. Times was
different. You know what I mean? It was exactly. It was like nobody ever experienced this before. So, but yeah, that's how I got into Sonoma State. Came out to Arizona. Shoot, I was out there with you. We was at
JP, everybody.
Yeah, we was at the facility getting
Cal
work in.
was up there.
Yeah, getting work in, and then John, he made that call. He made that call, and Sonoma State.
What'd you study up there? So you got your master's from Sonoma?
Yeah, I got my master's in business administration. So yep.
Nice. What are you looking to get into that? Like, what are you looking to use that for?
I'm looking to use that to build my own business in reality, and then also like help other companies if I can grow their business. You know what I mean? But just having that business mentality and learning how to develop businesses, I felt like it was key and a skill that I needed.
For sure, not just in business, but life in
just
general.
In life,
exactly.
Walking
down the street,
is business.
being able to chop it up with somebody, you never know who
know who, and
he gonna put you on with here, and then he up here.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like you just never know where one connection can take you.
Most definitely. So yeah, I'm glad I decided to go back and get that for sure.
Let's talk a little bit about let's switch it up a little bit, just a little bit off of that.
Okay.
I got a question for you. I've been asking everybody one of these questions just to see what people think or get where your head's at.
Yeah.
What's one point or idea that you stand on that nobody could switch you on? I guess it could be in anything. This isn't just baseball. This is just in life. If anybody were to try to sway you away from this, there's no way.
I would say giving back to my community or your community. I think growing up, like there was very few people that like came and gave back. Shout out to the people that did, but like in the Bay Area, we got so many people that like made it, like so many athletes,
right?
And I've probably met like a handful of them. So it's like for me, it's like always giving back to a community. I know Oakland gets like a bad rap or like a bad narrative, like a lot of people don't want to go or whatever. But to me, it's a breeding ground for champions.
The best of the best.
The best of the best come out of here. So I think, giving back and making sure like, hey, the younger generation have those same resources or even more. I think that's very important to me. And something like nobody could tell me like otherwise about, because each one teach one. That whole mentality, like each one teach one. Like I know more, so I'm gonna give back more. You feel me?
How do you think we could fix that in Oakland, but also just the Bay in general, because there's so much talent here all around? So it's how do we fix that, or how do we take the steps to fix that so the next generation isn't screwed?
I think doing stuff like this, you feel me, collaborating. We're all trying to ascend to the next level, and as we do, making sure we stay in touch and keeping the same network and just collaborating to make sure that we can give back to them whatever resources that we have, because obviously we have more experience and expertise. So as they reach out, be willing to give them that game. Don't just be like, nah, you gotta figure it out the hard way or like get it out the mud. It's like come on,
like me,
right?
Like, come on,
like, we all trying to win. So why not help the next generation do the same?
Why do you think the Bay's like that? It's kind of, I felt it before, but I know with so much, not just athletic talent, but just it's a breeding ground for creativity,
everything, music,
artists, everything you can think of.
Everything.
Why do you think the Bay is like that? Not necessarily with hate, but just, you think people are just envious?
It's a lot. It's a lot of gatekeeping. I mean, you know, people.
What's mine's mine.
Yeah, people kind of, you know, want to be the first to do something. I think that's what it is. So it's like, I want to put my name out there first, and then I'm gonna help you. So I think that's usually how it goes. And I don't even think it's just in the Bay Area. I think it's just
it's just more here. The reason I say the Bay is because we're kind of in a bubble here. It's just a certain way of thinking over here that's different than anywhere else in the freaking world.
Definitely, we definitely got our own culture, our own swag, our own mindset, mentality. So but I think it's starting to shift though. Like I said, with us coming up, and like even the younger generations, like I see them gel together like really well. So I think things are definitely shifting.
I think a big point you touched on is that I feel like a lot of people need to understand and fully grasp is the idea of collaboration.
For sure.
And
for sure.
Collaboration with something as simple as this, but just in your everyday life will take you a long way. And just having a willingness to help others.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is on their own journey too. Like,
exactly.
Your best friend, he's on his own journey. This dude's on his own journey. This girl over here is on her own journey.
Right.
I was just having this conversation with Dave and Chris the other day, is how can you provide value to them while also doing something you love? Yeah. While also helping something that they love, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's always just trying to be creative in my mind.
Yeah.
That's how I think about it. Just try and be creative in ways that you can assist in any way possible, bro. Because you never know where that little alley could, you feel me? Like, that could take them to a whole nother level. Bro.
Exactly.
It's crazy, bro.
And the thing is too, everything is like alignment too. Because I am a firm believer is like, you can't help people that don't want to be helped.
Facts.
So like align it. If you see somebody like, all right, like really trying to get out there and get it, why not help them? But like if you see somebody, all right, they don't want the help, it's like, okay, maybe you'll figure it out at another time. But I think alignment and like timing is key too.
Last two questions. Talk about growing up in Oakland and how that shaped you. How do you think the lessons you learned growing up have helped you be Otis Statum that we see today?
I would say, growing up in Oakland, bro, I've seen a lot. Just even playing sports or just like walking home from school, just everyday Oakland life, bro. You see a lot. And I think for me, like playing sports kept a good head on my shoulders because I knew I wanted to do something other than what, you know, people in my family was doing, people other than what I was seeing like in everyday environment. But it shaped me into like being a person that has discipline. I think like not a lot of people get that.
Essential.
Having a disciplined mindset to say, all right, I'm gonna supersede past this and not, you know, be a follower. So growing up in Oakland definitely taught me how to be a leader. Thanks to my family, thanks to my parents, and also like the teams I was on, because it helped keep me focused.
Certain way. Yeah. What advice would you give to kids coming up now in the Bay, but Oakland specifically? Like if we're talking about the recruiting process, but just in life in general, obviously discipline, but if you were to have a message talking to any kid right now, what would be the main thing you'd say?
Sure, be a leader. Yeah. Be a leader, for real. Stand out. Always stand on what you believe. You may not always be right, but I think having that confidence in the will of like, okay, I believe in something and I'm gonna stand for it. I think not a lot of people have that, and you'll automatically stand out just doing that. So yeah, man, be a leader, be an innovator, be creative, and think outside the box. You know, be unique. Everybody is unique, so it's like tap into your own uniqueness. Don't be a follower. Don't go with the crowd and, you know, just want to do things that's trending. Like that's cool too, but definitely tap into your own self. That's something that I had to learn. Because we all fall victim to it at some point. Like,
especially in today's world, social media,
comparison.
It's so easy. You can see what everyone else is doing, but at the end of the day, it really only matters what you're doing. And that doesn't mean being overly confident is a bad thing. It's you still care about other people. You're not just some big I guy. Right. And this is where people get it lost. I feel like they think the confidence is them saying, screw you, screw you, screw you. But at the end of the day, if you do it right, that confidence can uplift everybody else.
Yeah, because you feel that when you walk into a room, like
aura,
people,
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
aura, man.
yeah.
Like you feel people make you can feel when the people make a difference in the room. You always want to be that person that makes a difference in the room.
Real impact.
Yeah, for
basically,
sure.
yeah. Just don't let anybody put you in a box. Stand out.
100%.
Stand on what you believe.
100%.
And keep working hard for real.
Keep working hard.
That's really
and
what it is.
Stay dedicated. Don't tell nobody, or don't let nobody tell you you can't do something. Like if you love it, do it.
Yeah, that's real, bro. Facts. All right, last question. What does the future look like for Otis Statum?
Man, you know, the future is something that I can't really predict, but you know, my vision.
Your goals. What do you hope to achieve? What are some of the things in the next 5-10 years that you're looking to get into? Talking about helping in the community, but also just different opportunities you're looking to achieve.
Yeah, most definitely. So I think my long-term vision has always been finding a way to give back to the community. We've had talks about it before, like trying to open up like some type of facility to really help with like career advancement, professional development, athletic development.
Well-rounded human beings.
Well-rounded human beings, like overall, like just teaching like a successful culture, whether that's business, finance, social mobility, helping ascend. Like I want to be a part of something that's going to help ascend the community, the people that's underserved, underrepresented, and get them the opportunities and resources that they deserve too.
Yeah. All right, we got 5 quick questions for him. He has no idea about any of these, so let's get it. Who are your top 5 favorite MLB players of all time? So it's your personal list.
Oh, top 5?
Top 5.
Top 5. Me personally, I always loved Albert Pujols.
Yep. The machine.
Yeah, the machine, man. I used to love watching him. Albert Pujols, Ricky Henderson for sure, town legend. Barry Bonds. To me, he's the greatest hitter ever. Like I mentioned, I like Derek Jeter a lot.
Yeah.
Got to put him in there. And then I got to go with Griffey.
Solid. I like that list. That's a smooth list, bro. What's your favorite spot in the Eden Bay or Oakland, anywhere out here? If someone was brand new to the Bay, where should they go?
Brand new to the Bay, man. Best food. Oh, that's a tough one.
Or your personal favorite, bro?
That's a tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one. I would say definitely gotta take them to Taco Truck, bro.
Yeah,
it's so many. It's so many out here.
What's your go-to?
I like Taco Sinaloa. Not gonna lie, and I also like the one. I forget the name of it, but the one by the lake.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about.
I'll be forgetting the name of it, but definitely Taco Truck. There's so much good Mexican food out here, but really all the food is bomb out here. Like we got diverse food out here, so y'all gotta check it out.
Talk a little bit about what's your favorite book.
Favorite book.
Rare question. What's your favorite book you've read? Or if you have multiple, let the people know. Put them on. Yeah.
I'll go with 2 books that I've recently read. One I read like a few years ago, but it's called Know Thyself by Naeem Akbar. That book was pretty dope because it just taught me how to look within, like my own, like self, like reflection and like being reflective of myself, what I'm putting out there into the world, and also like what I'm telling myself. So I really like that book a lot. Y'all should check that out. And then Atomic Habits. I know that's like,
a good one.
Yeah, that's a popular book right now. My coach gave me that at Sonoma. He just handed it to me one day. He was like, "Hey, read this." And I was like, okay. So I read it, and it was just like, changing the little things, like making the little positive impacts on a daily basis.
The difference in the end, bro.
Exactly. Those little incremental like habits to change, and like coming up with the techniques to change them. So those are my two books right there.
Choice for sure. Who are your top 3 artists in music? Are your favorite? Could be all time, could be right now. Who you been listening to?
Oh, top 3. I'll go with top 3 all time. I'll go top 3 all time. Tupac.
Easy.
Tupac in there. I would say Kendrick is in there for me, my top 3 all time. And then also gotta go with 40 Water.
Oh, solid.
40 water.
That's
For sure,
smooth.
for sure.
All right, last one. It's a good one. Name your top 5 Bay Area athletes.
Top 5 Bay
Your
Area
personal favorite. Doesn't even have to be all
athletes.
time, but just like if you were to put them
There's
on a
so
list.
many, bro.
I know, but like
So many,
like that
bro.
you've looked up to. You already said Rick and Bond, so
Yeah,
it
Ricky.
could be anybody else. Like
Ricky Berry. So you already know, being at O'Dowd, Ivan, man. Ivan.
True.
Rap. Let's see, who else?
he was serving. At
Serving, bro. Like,
It
serving.
was different, bro.
Serving, bro.
Shit, Cal too, everything.
Man, who else from the Bay? Gotta go with Quan, man. Quan,
He's going crazy.
yeah,
bro.
he's
It's
going
a whole
stupid.
nother level.
Gold Glover, bro.
Leading off the All-Star game,
Leading off in
bro.
the All-Star. Gotta go with Quan, bro.
Out here really doing it.
Doing it. Who else? Who else really putting on for the Bay, man? There's so many.
You got 3 more. You got 2 so far.
I'll go with Marcus Simeon.
Yeah, Simeon.
Marcus
Jody.
Simeon. Who else? Aaron Gordon. I actually watched a lot of
San
Aaron
Jose,
Gordon.
shout out to
Yeah.
he was, bruh.
He was raw at Midi.
At Midi, he was a different. Was it Yair's finest?
Oh, me.
Going crazy.
He was raw at Midi. And then shoot, gotta go with Vaughn and Milo, bro.
Yeah.
Vaughn and Milo. Just, shouting out
Milo with the Falcons now?
Falcons,
Okay.
yeah. Just shouting out, you feel me, O'Dowd. Cause shoot, we
had numbers.
People don't realize, bro.
Every sport,
man,
it was
every
like
sport was raw, bro.
NFL, MLB, NBA.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, we was there like
prime time,
in a prime time where like everybody was raw.
With like O'Dowd has a history of
for sure.
athletes, not just athletes, but just we're talking about sports.
For sure.
The whole athletic program different.
Yeah, bro.
And I don't know if you've seen the campus lately.
Nah, I
They
gotta go
going
up there.
crazy,
I gotta
bro.
go up there.
It's a college.
I gotta go up there.
That was a solid list, though.
Yeah, man. That's those are the people that just came to mind. You
And
feel
there's,
me?
like you said,
There's so many. There's so many.
It's hard to
I can't
put it
even
on
really think like how
Yeah,
many.
because it's Gary Payton, Jason
You
Kidd,
got-
Damian Lillard, boom, just like
Dang,
that.
like
B. Shaw, like
Bill
that's just
Russell.
who. Yeah, Bill
You
Russell,
feel
Joe
me?
Morgan, Hall of Famers, bro.
Brian Shaw, bro. Jason Kidd.
Willie Stargell, Dontrell Willis, Jimmy
You-
Rollins. It
come
just
on, it's
CC Sabathia. It just keeps going, bro.
We got too many legends out here, man. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out the people that's new in the game coming up.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Shout out to Soil, bro.
For real.
Damn, bro.
For real.
But yeah, you got anything for the people to end it?
Like I said, man, be a leader. I appreciate Nick having me on here, and I can't wait to see what this thing progresses into. Feel me?
Yeah, we trying to get to it, bro.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
Appreciate y'all for following.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
DM, subscribe. Let us know what you think of the episode. Let us know any type of questions we should be adding to this. Give us some feedback. Let's get it. Yes, sir.
Get it, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Mama, I made the network.